This show is sponsored by Hulu Plus. Hulu Plus lets you binge on thousands of hit shows anytime, anywhere on your TV, PC, smartphone, or tablet. Support this podcast and get an extended free trial of Hulu Plus when you go to huluplus.com/Joey. That's huluplus.com/Joey. And by DollarShaveClub.com. Get high-quality razors sent to your door each and every month for a fraction of what you pay at retail. Now go to DollarShaveClub.com/church. That's DollarShaveClub.com/church. Or just go to joeydiaz.net and click on the Dollar Shave Club banner.
You doing Tupac?
Fucking.
Oh shit. Wednesday, the 11th of the month. You got like 14 days to get your shit together. What? Uh-oh. Never lose. What? Fuck 'em in. It's Wednesday, you bad motherfuckers. What? Are you kidding me or what? You're gonna sit there like a fucking mutt? Beat my piece, Cuban with the... Are you fucking kidding me? This kid was like 20-something years old dropping this shit on me. Are you kidding me? Biggie.
Can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways. Guess that's why they're broken.
It's a beautiful fucking day to be at last. At last. A nigga talking about brunts and bras. Tits and bras. Menage a trois. Sex and expensive cars. What are you fucking nuts? The church of what's happening now. The Flying Jew. Your Uncle Joey here on point today. It's a fucking Wednesday. You gotta be on point. Why you gonna walk around like somebody fucked you in the ass? No, you gotta walk around like you own the fucking joint with your dick walking on your shoulder when you walk into the fucking place. Even if you got a 1-inch dick, throw it over your fucking shoulder. That's how we do it. Or make believe. Like you gotta make believe. It's like a kettlebell swing. How you guys doing today? All right, Mad Flavor here. What's going on, dude?
Nothing. I'm fired up today.
I know you're fired up today. Let's do this fucking Goomy Bear. Let's do this because we got to go on the fucking podcast this afternoon. We got a big day today. I got to go to kettlebell class. I got to make a couple protein shakes. It's over today. I'm going to fucking stab a motherfucker. And that's the same attitude you should stab. There's only one Wednesday a week. Why fucking blow it? Here you go, buddy.
All right.
You're going for broke today. Oh, shit. Look, you got a new haircut. You're looking like Bing Crosby in 67. No, stop breaking it up. Stop stretching it.
You can't break up a gummy. Fucking.
The power of Christ compels you. That's a boy. That's a boy. There you go.
Let's do it. Yeah, I don't know. I woke up, went to our buddy Agostino. He was on TV last night. Met his parents. Was very nice.
Did you see his sisters?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a fucking good-looking sister. That's it. The one that's married to the Indian dude.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It was dark, so I thought it was his wife. But I looked over and he's like, "Oh, this is my sister." So
yeah, she's fucking.
His dad's funny. It's like my big fat Greek wedding. It's his family, but it was fun.
You know, I called him at like 20 to 9. I was like, Agostino, I'm fucking tapping out because Sunday night I didn't sleep good. Saturday I didn't sleep good, and Monday I had a hard time fucking sleeping. It was cold. I fell asleep with the ceiling fan on, the fucking sleep apnea mask. I couldn't get it right. You know, when you get a new mask, the fucking thing, the adjustments are off for like 2 nights. Maybe a night, the adjustment's off the first night. You don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So the first night I was leaking. I kept waking up with the strap falling off. But yesterday I was fucking beat. I had the baby, the wife. I went to acupuncture. I got my blood drawn. I went to get my headshots. I went to get a fucking jacket for the premiere.
Oh,
I
shit.
moved. Yeah, me and my wife got in the car yesterday at 8:15.
In the morning?
We were in the fucking car.
Why would you leave then? That's like
because
right in rush hour.
I had a protein shake. No, because I got in the HOV lane like a motherfucker. I got 3. There ain't no tickets coming. I get in that motherfucker solo. What makes you think I'm not going to get in that motherfucker with 3 victims in the car? I got in there. We stopped. We had some fruit at that one health food place with the baby. I went. I gave blood. We went to Chibo. Got a little fucking lunch.
Okay.
Got the half a fucking pasta, pomodoro, with the full hermachili salad, whatever.
Yeah, you told me after we went there for lunch one day. He's like, I got a Caesar salad. He's like, you should have got the pasta.
Yeah,
like,
the fucking
next
pomodoro
day,
is the best spaghetti in LA.
You tell me when we're there.
I go to Chibo Chew every time I'm in Hollywood. I set shit up around Hollywood for the fucking pasta because at the end of the day, the pomodoro got no meat in it, and they make it just perfect. They give you a little fucking portion so you can't get all fat and shit. I get the full salad with the greens and the apple slices and the walnuts.
Oh, I like
delicious.
salad,
Yeah, delicious. I mean, Chiba Chiba and Chiba Chew. You fucking can't go wrong on the corner there of Sunset, not Garner, but Sierra Bonita.
Yeah.
They make pizza and shit. I've never really had the pizza, but every time I've gone in there, I've had like the spaghetti, the chicken salad sandwich is healthy as fuck. They got some great shit in there. So
Yeah.
I went there. Then I went to Men's Warehouse. I had to get a fucking jacket. My wife said, "What are you gonna wear? A leather jacket? Monday night, you're gonna look like a fucking Puerto Rican."
You got a leather jacket?
No. I had a leather jacket.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
it's big though. It's like a 4X when I was 400 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So she goes, you got to get like a duck hair, whatever that fucking moose hair jacket. I don't even know.
Oh shit!
So
Looking like
she
a
went
doctor.
yesterday. Yeah, she goes, I found one. They ordered it, and the guy didn't come back for it, so you get 50% off if you want it. It fit. It was perfect. So bang, I went over there with her. I almost stabbed my wife yesterday. When you're driving around with your wife, you feel like killing her sometimes, even though I love my wife with all my heart.
You and Your Wife is my favorite non-reality show. It's just because you'll go on fire. You'll get on fire. You'll start talking, and she'll come in with something, and it's like it's not exactly about the right thing, and then you get fired up, and you're like, shut the fuck up, and then she'll start yelling at you, and it's just, and then now Mercy's here. Now guys just start giggling about Mercy, but it's. I love you and your wife together.
No, I love it too. I was gonna kill her yesterday. I swear to God, I wanted to fucking stab her 15 times in the car. I feel bad for my wife sometimes because she just looks at me, but she knows how to handle it. She just shakes her head. She goes, "This guy's a fucking moron," and we move on with it. So by the time I got to watch Sons of Anarchy last night, and look, you know what? This is a spoiler alert because we need to talk about this today. I've watched a lot of shit, and I've seen shit go down on accident, by mistake. That was one of the most brutal attacks I've ever seen in all my life last night. That's Sons of Anarchy, to the point where I had to get up, go in the kitchen, then I had to get up and go outside and get fucking air. And when I went back in, there was a puddle of blood, and I fucking had to still turn around. And I watched the Otto fucking attack, and the fucking whatever attack when he killed the guy, and I could deal with that. That last night was unbelievable, and I knew somebody big was going to die last night. They tried to make you think like it was Juice, but the guy who runs that show loves the character Juice too much. I knew he wasn't going to kill fucking Juice, so it was just amazing last night. It really was. The episode was Men's of Men's. I thought Jimmy Smits was going to go. I really thought it was Jimmy Smits that was going to die last night.
They only have one more season, right?
One more season.
Yeah, that I haven't seen it, but that path between your kitchen and out to your porch must be like warm. Like if they like looked at the wood, it must be more worn down because you never sit still. You're always walking out. You don't smoke cigarettes anymore. So you're walking out for air. You're just walking to the kitchen to grab a soda.
Last night that was fucking amazing because, like I said, I was wiped out at 7 o'clock. When I sat down last night to watch TV, I'm like, I don't know how long this is gonna last. The baby was knocked out. Even the baby was drinking a bottle on top of me, looking at me going, what do you think? Let's get the fuck out. This is terrible. Then she went in about 7:15, 7:20. I stayed watching Sons. My wife came out like 7:35. That's how tired she was. Took her 10 minutes to put it down. And we watched it for the first hour. I'm like, what the fuck kind of sequel is this? Season ending is this? I knew something was going to go down. And once I started putting it together, I'm like, God damn, this is fucked up. And kudos to him. You know, that's the way to do a fucking season on TV, is to shock the fuck out of America. So the thing was, they have like an after show. That sucked.
They have that for that. They're
I watched
overdoing
it. It
that
sucked.
now.
It sucked. You know, I didn't even want to see Katie Seagal like that. And I like Sutter, but he had his little fucking hairdo. Like I don't need that shit in my life. So that's when I went to bed. I went in. I fucking hit it hard. I tell you what, I hit that bed at maybe 10 after 9. I drank a little water.
Yeah.
And you know, usually you get up at 11 to see what time it is or how long you slept. First fucking eyeball I put was at 3:05 a.m.
Oh shit.
And I got up, I peed, and I go, fuck it. I went and got coffee. I fed the cats. I cleaned the litter box. Then I went on Twitter and let these motherfuckers know it's that type of motherfucking day.
That's what happened to me. But I went to bed at like 11. I woke up at like 2:45, 3. I was like, I could try to go back to bed for
So how
another
good
hour.
is Ashley looking? How's that ass looking?
She was fine. It's
She gained a little weight, a little sperm weight, nothing.
no.
She's still got a cute ass. She's still working out.
I guess. I mean, now that I have Paul, I don't look at her like.
You miss it when you see her. Did you get a little erection? Did your little Jew dick get hard?
No, Paula's the first girl that I've been with that like I have no sex complaints. It's weird. It's like.
So you're in love with Paula?
Yeah.
So if Ashley got down on her hands and knees, said she wanted to suck that little Jew bugle last night, you would have ran out of here crying.
You know what? I was
911.
I was talking to them about this. I would never. Like I've been cheated on once, I think,
It's terrible.
and it's terrible.
Feeling. It's a horrible feeling.
and I would never cheat on anyone, but it is kind of a weird thing that's been like, when you get horny, sometimes you're like, oh, I could call this ex-girlfriend, and no one would know and won't hurt anybody. And then as soon as you're not horny anymore, you're like, what was I thinking? Like, that's like the worst thing you could do. And especially with Paula, who's like the nicest person.
Well, that's the
like
same
I've had shitty girlfriends, and maybe I do it to them. But like, when you're horny, it's like you get dark thoughts. You're like, fuck, I could call this girl. I could go on Craigslist and look at the casual encounters, but then after it's gone, you're like, what? That would have been the worst mistake I ever made.
It's amazing how you think with your dick. When I used to do coke, same thing. At 3 a.m, I'd be all horned up. I'd start making fucking phone calls. But once you whack off and your sperm shake, it's all over. You're like, I don't need nobody. What was I thinking? Come over here and do my fucking blow. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want nobody over here talking to me, telling me fucking stories. I got to put up with that fucking ear beating or whatnot. So that's how I feel. I understand where your heart was. No. It's amazing when you see somebody that you used to date or something. I just knew that she was coming over here last night, but it was good for you to see it.
I only saw it for like an hour. It was, I mean,
How's the brother? Still retarded?
Yeah, they're all good guys. It's a lot of what we've talked about where, like, the friend came over before Ashley and her brother, and she's like, well, Ashley's thinking about signing one more lease and going home in 2015. I'm like, why? I just don't understand that whole...
People who give up before they got to the dance.
Not even giving up, but, like, putting a limit on it, and then the brother... He always has the worst luck. He got his car stolen. He just got fired from one of his jobs.
He's like a kiss of death. Something always bad is happening. Hey, bro, some people, that happens to for a while. It's like a little fucking test, and it depends how you bounce back from
I'm already feeling this cheap at you. Jesus Christ.
Sure, they don't fuck around. That's the best breakfast you could have. Listen, you get up, you do a little oatmeal.
Yeah.
You wash your little pussy. You take a shit. You take a shower. You comb your hair. You pop a cheap at you. By the time you get in your car 20 minutes later.
I don't know how you get in your... That's the part where
you're on fire and shit. What do you mean on course? You put on that Pink Floyd I turned you on to?
No.
Remember
you dive
when
into your bed and you...
Bow, bow, bow.
One of the hardest I've laughed in the past couple days is I just turned on the first like half an hour of Tom Segura was on Rogan, and he was talking about your trip up north and just how he had probably what you give me, a little quarter, and you had about 2 of them, and you guys were just like, you were just making fun of him the whole plane ride and getting the TSA on him, and it's just, oh my God, I don't know how you do that.
It was bizarre because I didn't give him a Chibachu.
What did you give him?
When I showed up, he was already eating one.
Oh.
And I go, you eating a Chibachu? And he goes, yeah. I go, how can I let you eat one by yourself? What the fuck? So I popped one. By the time I got on that plane, I was fucking blasted. And we were talking about a subject that was like taboo, and I just was going off on it. And we couldn't even look at it. There was a point that his eyes were so red, but I knew my eyes were that fucking red.
Yeah.
And we went to the Indian reservoir. By the time I got to the Indian casino, I was still fucked up. Like an hour drive, I don't remember. I think I passed out in the car. I was fucking hammered. Sometimes a Chibachu flies through your system.
Oh, it does.
Sometimes more than others, depending on what you have in your body. It just flies through there. So you're sitting there going, what the fuck is going on? That plane ride, I blacked out. And I almost had anxiety attacks. I mean, that plane ride was death. I had the iPod on. I was fucking rocking and rolling. So, you know how
Oh, my God.
But acupuncture was good yesterday. You know, when I went, I can't believe.
How's Dr. Amy?
Dr. Amy's a bad motherfucker.
Like
I'm not going to
Amy.
see her next week, but I'm going to see her Christmas Eve week.
Okay.
She comes over once a month. She wants to start coming over for dinner once a month, you know, so that works too. I like Dr. Amy a lot. And
Yeah.
I'm happy I have a relationship with my doctors. Yesterday I went to get the blood drawn. I saw my doctor. He was in the hallway and he looked at me. He was losing weight, you know, and he came in. He gave me a high five because I saw your commercial. I'm proud of you. We started giggling a little bit. And I left there and I'm like, you know, man, 10 years ago I was scared of doctors. I really was. I thought they were the fucking enemy. You know, they have an assessment to make. You either do it or you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You either take care of yourself or you don't. And this guy's always given me pretty good advice. Like, I trust him. He's been since we're all in the same union, the actors, he's a doctor to a lot of my friends.
Okay.
And he's so cool because he's never said, hey, tell your friend this. He always goes, hey, your friend was here the other day. He's a nice guy. And then he leaves at that. We're not allowed to. And he's very cool. And every time I see him, I think of a time I went in there and they would give me an EKG. And I have sleep apnea, so they put me on the table flat.
Yeah.
And did the EKG, and they were a little, my breathing was heavy. And then I went to get up, but I couldn't get up. So he got on one side and the girl got on the other side. And they went to pull me up, and a little tiny fart came out of my ass. that was so warm, and we all looked at each other like nobody heard it. And then I said, fuck it. It started smelling, and I got up and started blocking the door on purpose. And we always talk about that every like 3 or 4
You
visits.
blocked them in with your egg fart?
I kept asking him questions, Dr. fucking Wax. Let me ask you something. And he was like, talk to me outside. So it's just nice that the girl that takes blood out, they moved her. But I have such a relationship with her. Like, I don't faint with her. She does it quick. She knows she doesn't like when I fuck around with her. She's a Spanish girl. So she was there. She came in, took the blood. I don't faint. Nothing. It was that quick. I don't even know I listened to yesterday. I listened to some good music yesterday. Black Sabbath or something. Nothing. No problems. So I'm getting better at that. You know, I'm getting better. I didn't want to. I enjoy taking blood out now. I enjoy getting the needles put in. I don't think I could do it every fucking day. But at least I'm overcoming that fear I had.
Yeah.
That was a fucking horrible fear for a long time. Yesterday I was thinking about when I took blood out in prison.
Why do you take blood out in prison?
Because you have to. When you go to diagnostic, they do a whole week of testing on you. So like Monday and Tuesday is a psychological exam. Wednesday is a neurological exam. Then Thursday and Friday do medical shit on you. They make you fucking do all this shit. So it was the weirdest thing. At that time in 1987, I hadn't taken blood out in maybe 10 years, maybe even longer since my hospital stay. That hospital stay in 79 was such a horrible 13 days for me. I mean, and I'm not even fucking
Was it the
joking.
weed one?
It was the Paraquat one, the weed
Okay.
one, before my mother died that summer. That was one of the worst fucking, because it wasn't in my realm. Like, the hospital has been like prison for me. When I went to prison, you don't get rehabilitated in prison. You don't. That's a big misconception about society. And people always say, well, he wasn't rehabilitated. You know what rehabilitation is? When you come out that you're thinking this could never happen in my life again. That's rehabilitation. When you go to McDonald's and you shit blood, as you're wiping your ass and you see your fucking intestines on the toilet paper, you say to yourself, I'm never eating McDonald's again. I get it now. That's rehabilitation. It's not, people think that when they send you to prison, there's programs in there that help. You know what the programs are? Drugs. You know what the programs are? Gambling. It's the same programs that are out in the street. It's the situation of the individual, like myself. When I walked out of there, and this is the truth, without even trying to be funny, do you know why I didn't want to go back to prison?
Why?
There was 2 reasons.
The bed thing?
One, the kicking of the bed.
Yeah.
That is the most humiliating thing for a man to do. Somebody turn the lights on you when you're sleeping or tell you to wake the fuck up. You know what? I wake up at 4 in the morning. I don't need somebody to fucking tell me to wake up.
Yeah.
And that was my attitude at fucking 20. When I was a kid, I got up, I did it on my... I don't need you to fucking tell me what time to get up. And number 2, the worst fucking thing about it, and this, I'm not even trying to be funny, there was no Chinese food on the menu. I could do time.
Not even Christmas, not even a little
Nothing. But there was a Chinese restaurant down the corner that I could sneak over to every once in a while and get a little fix. But I'm not even trying to be cute with nobody. Rehabilitation, there's no program for rehabilitation. That's a big misconception in America today. Well, my cousin's going to go in there and get rehab. It's like a rehab. Rehab is the biggest fucking fraud in our country today.
You think so? You don't think it help? I mean, I know you didn't do it, but...
It helps. Look at the fucking percentages. Look at the percentages at the end of the day. People who pay top dollar to get help. Look at the percentages. Get Robert Downey Jr. If I could get Robert Downey Jr., I'd get him in here and tell him to tell me the truth of what the decision was. There's no court that makes you stop snorting coke. There's no fucking judge that makes you stop doing Vicodins. There's no fucking counselor that can help you get off drugs fully until you get involved. And that's a big misconception. So people go to a fucking rehab like people go to the gym, Lee. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go to the gym and lose fucking 90 pounds. Once they do 45 minutes in the treadmill, they realize this ain't for them. You know? Once people go to, when to stay sober, it's a fucking commitment. To stay sober is a commitment. It's a bigger commitment than getting high.
So wouldn't going to rehab and having someone help you, so let's say I was on coke, what would you tell me to do to get off of it?
How many fucking people went to rehab, have gone through the program, have said whatever they needed to say to get through the program, and 6 days outside the fucking day, I want to know what the national statistic is. It would be fucking alarming. It would be fucking alarming when you see what the national statistic is of people who go to a rehab and what percentage of them they come out. If there was a percentage even to break it down into days, how long you last without doing drugs, it would be fucking amazing. But I figure that the heaviest day, between 3 to 6 days, you fucking snap after a rehab. You snap if you're not around. So what you're telling me is in the rehab, you got to go somewhere where you're in normal fucking places. Then after that, let's say you're in there for 9 months, the normal living. Now you get put on your own. You could probably work through the fucking dance for 3 or 4 fucking years.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. When I got out of prison, I was not rehabilitated in the sense of my drug use. I was rehabilitated in my mind that I made a decision that I was not going to go back to prison. The same thing with my drug use. In 95, I wasn't going to go back and forth there and get depressed. For like 3 or 4 months, I got caught up on I'm not going to do blow, and after 3 or 4 days, I would do it. And it was eating me alive. One day I came to the conclusion, I'm going to do blow one way or the other. I'm just going to keep a fucking lid on it. And that's the biggest lie you could tell yourself, that you're going to keep a lid on it.
Yeah.
But I really did in a way, in my world. In my world, how I was living, how I could have been doing blow and how I was doing it was 2 different fucking ways. And I know this sounds fucking crazy and just absurd, but people have gone through it, know what I'm talking about. There's a way to do blow to lose your mind. There's a way to do blow. You do it at your house. You keep it under control. You have a day job. I was a functioning addict.
Well, like, that's what you like. Nah, to me, someone who's never done it, you call yourself a functioning addict, but then like looking back now, being sober for so long, were you really functioning, or was it?
No,
yeah.
You're absolutely right. I was not functionally. I was functioning on 60% of my fucking pistons.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. The 40% I was missing was the most important one. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely fucking right. I was bullshitting my way through life. I was writing blank checks. You know, sometimes you just write blank checks, but they cover whatever the fuck happens sometimes. You ever write a check, you don't have enough, and it don't bounce, the bank pushes it through for you, and you're like, ooh, how the fuck did that happen?
That's how I got my way through school. My mom always yells at me because I never studied. I never did homework. I like studied like the night before, and I got B's. But if I put a little bit of work into it, I could have got A's.
Guys,
and
know what can happen when you put a little work into anything?
Yeah.
Everything you're going to do in your life. I know a lot of young guys listen to this. And I didn't know this till I was I started learning it when I was 28. Most kids learn this when they're fucking 13. So I started learning it when I was 28. Uh-huh. And by the time I was 30, I started to do it. No matter what decision you decide to do, what direction you take, you're going to have to put effort into it. Whether it's jujitsu, whether it's weight loss, whether it's fucking your books, your homework, whether it's whatever, you got to put a little effort into it. And let me tell you something. At first, it starts with 3 hours. And then you become so good at it that if you study for 1 hour, you get the equivalent of 3 hours.
Yeah.
So the only way to do that is to continue to do it every day. When I got left back, Lee, in the 7th grade, let me tell you something. I'm telling you, this is podcast people. I love you guys, and I'm always honest with you. It was fucking demoralizing. When I sat in that class, that first day of school, the next year with that 6th grade class that came in, and you're sitting there in the middle of the class, and everybody looks at you because you got left back. That was a horrible feeling for me.
Did your friends make fun of you, like the older ones?
The kids, a little bit, because I had it in my mind that Carmine was going to cover it for me. I was like, don't worry, they'll throw me out and Carmine will make the call. But I didn't take care of it enough. I did what Joe Diaz did at that time. I was a young kid. I didn't know I procrastinated.
Yeah.
If I would have gone to Carmine the day it happened and said, Carmine, can you take care of this? I just thought that I was going to be a mafia kid and he was going to call up Carmine and Carmine was going to say, pass him. Didn't work that way. They were like, we didn't know what you're talking about. I was like, call Carmine. They're like, Carmine's a cop. You got left back.
Yeah.
You got left back. You fucking failed geography, okay? You don't know what fucking Africa is. How fucking stupid are you? You don't know what fucking Africa is or Egypt or fucking whatever. That's how stupid I was. And I wasn't a stupid kid. I just fell in love, man.
Yeah.
And I forgot about everything. I quit karate. I quit going home. I didn't give a fuck about my parents, you know. It's pussy. That's what happens when you forget about fucking life. You don't give a fuck. That comes first. And I blew everything. And after that year, I learned so much about studying. I learned how to study correctly, how to take the notes down, and then at night go home and make a few notes, and then go over them that night, and then that whole week go over it for an hour every night. Right,
it's not that much time. It's
not time.
Getting started is the hardest part of anything.
There you go. That's the hardest thing of anything. That's the hardest part with fucking anything. It's amazing. I go to this kettlebell class, and I'll tell you what. First 10 minutes, I'm fucking dying. I'm doubting my fucking existence.
Well, the hardest part, I would imagine, is when you're at home and you're like, I gotta drive to the kettlebell class. Like, I could stay here, be all comfy with the wife and the kid.
I know that nothing good ever I know these certain things. You know, I go to these classes, I'm like, look how bad a shape I'm in. But I also got to remember I'm fucking 50. But I also remember that I'm there.
Yeah.
And since I joined this kettlebell class, I go to 2 a week. You know, next week there's only 3 classes a week. He knows it. He goes, we do a little here, but it lasts a long fucking time. We go Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Then Tuesdays and Thursdays, they do TRX, but at night. I don't want to drive all the way for TRX at night. I'll go to jiu-jitsu instead at lunchtime, you know. But all those little things, I suck. We all suck at shit. It's the commitment level you put into it, and it's how much you try. Even when you get married. When I was first married at 28 or 30, however old I was, are you fucking kidding me, dog? I thought you just got married so somebody could do your laundry and cook for you. I thought on fucking Friday you gave him half your check and you moved on with your life. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. And then $100,000 later and 10 years of your life, I blew on that fucking divorce. I thought how to be a good husband. You should only fuck up one time before you learn your fucking lesson. If it really affects you to fuck up, you should fuck up one time before you, right or wrong.
Yeah.
One fucking time. When, like I said, there's no rehabilitation. The rehabilitation is you walking out going, you know what? This is what I'm doing from now on, and this is what I'm not doing. But this is for sure. I'm not coming back to this fucking dump.
Because there's that one that the Malibu rehab where they guarantee it or whatever, that they do those commercials for.
They can't guarantee dick. $40,000, $50,000 in, they cannot guarantee dick. They cannot guarantee dick. Listen, bro. When I was fucking 30 years old, 30, I was a grown man with a thought at that time. I wasn't a kid no more. I had a baby, I had a wife. I was in a fucking halfway house, and I was bringing an 8-ball to 2 8-balls in there and selling it. Do you know how many years they'd give me for that? Do you know? You know when you think, you know how strong an addiction is when you look at an addiction, whether it be Oxycontins, Valiums, cock, pussy, mugging people, you know, hanging out with fucking transvestites, whatever the fuck your addiction is. When you look at it, and then you look at what you have to lose. How many times would we go still to the addiction?
Yeah.
How many times? That means you don't give a fuck about nothing. That's why I like these guys I used to do blow with. That in the middle of the fucking night, you know, all I care about is my kid. Really? But you're here.
Yeah.
But you're here. If you cared about your kid, you wouldn't be here. You would have saved that $100, put in the fucking IRA for his college fund, or whatever the fuck the terminology is. That's how I look at life. That's the bottom line. You know, I was watching Sons of Anarchy last night, and I like these people that are criminals, and you know, and when you go to jail, they're full of them. Everybody's got a tattoo of their kid. I love my kid. You love your kid. Who's taking care of your kid? If you loved your kid, you wouldn't be here. So save the fucking bullshit story for me. Save it. I was there. I know exactly. I know what it is to have a baby in the crib and your wife in bed sleeping and you have a 6-pack of Bud cans in the snow and an 8-ball in the closet and you're on probation. You're on fucking probation. And you're on community corrections, which means if you get a hot UA, you go back to prison. So that means your wife and your fucking daughter have to fend for themselves. That means that $1,300 nut condo payment then had to get paid by my wife sucking dick. So how much do you really care about your wife, Joey, and your kid? You really don't. That's just a bullshit story that they fan up their ass. And if you're one of those people, knock it the fuck off, all right? Join the real fucking world. Just because you got a fucking tattoo on your arm of some ugly fucking kid, don't mean you love the fucking kid. When you love somebody, you don't have to tell them you love them. You fucking do it. It's understandable. That's why in a relationship, we're talking about cheating. You know, when somebody says at the end of the day, when I leave here, I love you, and then they cheat on you, there's no conversation after that.
Yeah.
You just said, when I depend on you for love, that means that there's no mishaps in our relationship. There's never going to be a fucking slip up or a misunderstanding. It's over. And when that thing is broken, there's no reason to talk to that fucking person. You follow me? I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about here.
Well, so
what, cocksucker?
So
What?
If rehab doesn't work, and the only way you're gonna do it is by like hitting that rock bottom or whatever you want to call it, like.
You know what rock bottom is?
What?
Getting up. I swear to God, I'm going, this is not happening again. But you know how hard it is to really say that, to really believe it?
But that's what I'm saying. So how can people... So you're lucky then that happened. Because if we're always looking at the thing we're addicted to and we choose that over what we can lose, the majority of people won't get clean. That's what...
You know, when I look back now, I look at Mercy.
Yeah.
And I look at my daughter from before, Jackie. Let me tell you something. Jackie didn't have a chance with me because I was addicted. There's no way if you have an addiction that you're living your life to the fucking fullest. I don't care what you believe, like you pointed out, and thank you for pointing it out, because here I was in my deluded mind. I thought that I was a functioning addict, but you're absolutely right. That's a good fucking point. You're not really functioning. You're just going through the fucking steps. And I look at Mercy, and I look at Jackie, and I know Mercy's getting 110% of me. Jackie never got that. There's a reason why her and I don't talk.
Yeah.
There's a reason. There's a fucking reason, okay? And I can bullshit and tap my way around and say, no, there's a fucking reason. Because when you're addicted, you can't do it. That's why I'm not married to that person no more. Not because I wouldn't get along with her, but because I was addicted. When something goes wrong in your fucking life and you're fucking around with drugs, you're addicted because it carries into everything. I didn't know this. The great Joe Rogan told me that in a plane. And it hit home. You know, with me, it was a couple things that hit home. It was watching the movie Ray. You know, watching a simple movie. At the end, Ray didn't recover from heroin until he was in his 60s.
Shit.
Here I was, 42 years old, and I'm like, am I going to be doing fucking blow when I'm fucking 60? Am I still going to be fucking getting up in the middle of the night to do fucking blow? Is this going to be it? Can I not make a decision on what my day is going to be like? If I was on blow, I couldn't do this podcast.
No?
No, because I never knew what tomorrow was going to bring. What if I snorted till 4:30 in the morning? How was I going to leave the house? How were you going to depend on me?
That's crazy.
You weren't going to depend on me. I barely made it to the longest yard every day at 4:50 in the morning. I would get there with my fucking face twisted 4 days a week and high till 8 and drink orange juice and sleep an hour here and an hour there. You couldn't depend on me. You could. If somebody stabbed you, I'd be there with a stick because I had no logic. But as far as book a job around me or whatever, every day it was different with me. I didn't know what I was going to do. I'll tell you, I'll meet you at 12. But if I did blow till 6 and I got up in a bad mood with a headache and I had to figure out how to get another $60 to get another gram that night, you weren't going to see me at 12.
No.
I didn't give a fuck about the podcast or the project or whatever the fuck was going on. I'd probably do a podcast with you at 6 o'clock at night, once a week, get here at 10 to 6, look at the clock the whole time because I know by 8 o'clock I'm scratching. So it wouldn't have worked.
Why do you think, and I mean, it is a great thing to get off of it, but like your story is different than like, they have all these actors like Robert Downey Jr. Like he miraculously got off coke and now he's a saint. Like, I don't understand. Like, no one was making them do the coke, so that always, as someone who never did it, it's kind of annoying. Where not annoying, but it's like people get celebrated for getting off of it, and you got off of it, but it's not like you're going around like, oh, worship me, I'm the comedian.
You weren't
who got off
supposed to
coke.
fucking do it anyway.
Yeah, but
you weren't supposed to fucking. Why are we applauding these people?
I don't understand.
They weren't supposed to be on drugs anyway. You're not supposed to fucking do drugs in this country. You're not supposed to fucking do them. You're not supposed to fucking do them. You want to do drugs? Move to Uruguay. They're smoking dope and playing fucking bongos down there. I'm just fucking around here being not. Come on, guys. This is the truth. We're talking here as fucking men.
Yeah.
We're men here. We're not supposed to fucking do this shit. You get arrested. You got a fucking rock in your pocket. You go to fucking jail. That's the fucking law. The law works for you. I know 1,000 people who are fucking nuts who put a bullet in you that never touched a fucking drug in their life. So me, I consider myself a weakling at sorts. But I've already done it for so long. But these were all the things that led me to this. Marilyn Martinez saying that to me on her deathbed, that I should get off the blow. You know, all these little things. Plus I had goals. I was sick and tired of fucking being the fucking mat in this town. I still fucking write and I make strides, and I'm still a fucking mat for these people. I have no agency. I have no fucking theatrical representation. You don't see me on fucking Comedy Central. If it isn't online because Ari fought for me or because Gabriel fought for me, you don't see these motherfuckers. They just did an R-rated thing. They don't call me, and I don't give a fuck. I'm in a trailer standing next to one of the greatest actors of all time, and I wasn't supposed to be there either. So some of the guys I got for Comedy Central don't do what I fucking do. So I can't feel bad for them, but look, I'm still a fucking doormat. But I don't give a fuck because every day I get up, and like I wrote today, you can walk around like you get fucked in the ass, or you can walk around like you fucking own the joint. You walk in there with your 2-inch dick, you put it over your shoulder, and you go, what the fuck, cocksucker? Hit me with some Tupac, cocksucker. Let's fucking do this today. It's the 11th of December, and you motherfuckers want to walk around thinking about what you don't have. It's what you got, bitch. Rehabilitated in the rehab. Suck my dick. What? We're fired up today, motherfuckers. It's your lucky day, cocksuckers, today. You know why?
Why?
Because it's your lucky fucking day. It's time to smoke another dude. Want another Chibo chew?
Are
you ready?
I'll smoke. I prefer not
This
to
is the
even
shit from fucking NoHo Organic. No, this is divine. This is tremendous.
The weed's so good you won't remember where you bought it.
Oh shit. What?
See, this is cool. I got so high, I forgot we were on a podcast. But like, I like this. Your rock songs, I can't listen to high.
What? The feed is mutual. Here you go, brother. Making motherfuckers pay you today, bitch. Booyah! Because you say it's on. That's why it's on. Because you said it's fucking on, cocksuckers. December 11th. Grab your fucking cock. It's over for them. Lights out today. What's up, Doug?
This is what happens when we both wake up early. We're all fired up.
Dog. I don't give a fuck no more. I got a protein shake in me with some fucking glutathione, a banana. I'm ready to stab some motherfuckers. You know, I've been doing that Dolce thing, which I thought at first was the craziest thing I ever heard in the morning.
What?
That when you wake up in the morning, you drink water first.
Oh, you've been doing that now?
For the last 3 months, man. Since I got off the testosterone, I tell you what, man, it ain't a fucking bad idea. It kicks you right off. Just a little taste of water. It's horrible. Mixed with bad breath, with that flavored bad breath. Just a little shot of that shit with a pubic hair for flavor in your throat. When it hits your stomach, and next thing you know, you're shitting. You're in the shower. You're feeling good about yourself. You blast a little coffee. I took my thyroid medication. I'm ready.
Oh, shit.
I'll go home. Hopefully there's one egg, because I've been cutting it down to just one egg. Piece of toast. One egg. 2 points. Cut that shit in half. Go throw some kettlebells around. Then I'm going to go home and write. Then I'm going to go with you to the thing, and then I got jiu-jitsu tonight. That's my fucking day. I'm going to write a little bit, hang out with the baby, maybe watch Sons again to catch the full patois.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to get home late to the fucking thing about 7 with the traffic and whatnot. Unless we take, I'm thinking about taking our own car.
Okay.
Because maybe we'll just stop at the Roma with the fucking Israelis and pick up a machine gun.
What are you going to do?
And get an open steak sandwich with a salad. They got the best fucking salad in the world. I know when I went with Ari ordered all that fucking Jew food with grapes and hummus and that fucking shit bread. But he sat at the table next to me. They put 2 tables together. I didn't leave him on the same table with the hummus. He's family. He had to sit at the table next to me with that shit. What's up, dog? Look at you. You're all giggling. What are you gonna give the girlfriend for Christmas? You gonna bust
I got it all right there.
What is it?
I got a. Oh, okay. So she doesn't like jewelry,
right?
But she likes owls. So I don't know how to pronounce the company. Swarovski, the crystal thing. I got her these crystal owls and stuff. But then I got her some small stuff. I got her like a coffee mug and a calendar of dogs she likes. And then I got the mom a present. Got my mom's present in there. It's a little Christmas Hanukkah station.
I love this fucking guy, Kevin Plunketta. Fuck the Grand Old Opry. I'm going to watch Matt Flavor snort blow of Loretta Lynn's monkey. This is why. Let me tell you something. If you told me 10 years ago I would have loved Twitter, I love you people on Twitter. Because they're right there. We're creating this energy thing. Yeah. It's this fucking energy on Twitter. The other night I went on Twitter and I was having the best time I had all fucking year. Fucking around with the same water box and Cleo and fucking. There's so many crazy fucking people on Twitter I love, you know. My girl up there, fucking NB Bruin. I hope she's doing good today. NB Leaf, NB fucking Bruin.
Yeah,
What the fuck am I thinking?
I was leaving that alone.
There's a lot of great people on Twitter and Facebook that I have a fucking great time communicating. And there's too many. Leon, there's the fucking Mexican kid. There's PJ Chaplacchio from Chicago. It's just too many fucking people. So I really enjoy you guys from the bottom of my heart and what you're doing. I can't wait till the 25th. We all go to the movies. Sparkle. Yeah. I want to take over a movie theater with you motherfuckers. It's going to start Christmas night, and I'm going to take that motherfucker to New Year's Day. This is the fucking church of what's happening now. End of the year, spectacular, and it starts fucking Christmas Day at 8 o'clock. The Flying Juice, they're going to be here?
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to go from the movie theater right to the airport?
No, I don't leave until the next night.
Wednesday, okay, beautiful. But you're going to miss New Year's Eve, cocksucker.
Going to miss New Year's Eve, unfortunately. Trying to figure out what to do. Because what I want to do is get a hotel room and just drink in there with her. But I have a feeling she's going to want to go to bars, so we'll see.
Where, in Boston?
Yeah.
You're fucking crazy, dog. Take her to a room. You get champagne, some fucking strawberries. You pop on it.
That's what I was looking at last night. I think I'm going to do that.
You're the Captain Kirk of the She's going to want to go to bars. Once she sees all those people and all that fucking shit and people jumping
Yeah.
up and down.
And I was looking, like, they were charging, I don't even like clubs, but I was looking at clubs, they're charging like $85, and then they charge for a VIP, but if you come at 12:30, it's $10, and then they have a bar crawl.
Leo, I'm going to tell you something from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to tell you something, you're not going to believe this.
What?
I love doing comedy. I like going out at night for that part. But do you know, I've never found any excitement from going out at night into those bars or clubs or whatever. I did it because I had to do it for what I was doing at the time.
Yeah.
I never had not one fucking percentage of fun at one of those fucking places. And the older I got, like by the time I was when I was doing it, going clubbing, I was 21 with my friends. And it was okay because you're doing blow, you're eating a Quaalude, you can't go home or you'll pass out and die. So I would stay out with them and go to different fucking places. As I got older, I hated doing it. And every time I had to fucking do it, once I moved to Snowmass and they'd have live bands at a fucking bar, I would lose my fucking mind. I can't snort coke with live bands. They fucking drive me fucking bananas.
I loved it. We went to a show of yours once, and there was karaoke, and you just were, from the second we sat down, you were like burning. I don't think we even stayed for your show. The karaoke pissed you off that much.
I like karaoke.
No, it was that place in Hollywood with that waitress who you used to know.
Oh, yeah. The chick from Chicago was going to be a star.
Yeah, there was a terrible karaoke.
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah.
It was
You were getting so upset.
Oh,
and
I was.
The people in there, the way they were dressed, they were like hipsters. And you started like whispering, like, look at that motherfucker in the hat.
Oh, no, I was going to stab somebody out there. That bar is a good bar. They do a Sons of Anarchy night on Tuesday.
Really?
I heard it was packed last night.
I like when bars do that.
I like when listen, man, don't get me wrong. There's different things in bars that I like.
Mm-hmm.
There's just some things that drive me fucking... Hey, call this. She's trying to call. So.
No, it's on.
What the fuck? Look at this.
Let me make sure. Calls? Receive calls? Yeah, no, it's on. Yeah, I wouldn't go to bars every night. But
You what?
I would never go to bars every night. Like that, like I couldn't understand friends who did that, but whenever I would go, I'd have to get hammered to enjoy it. I still don't enjoy drinking one or two drinks.
I'm saying it's unavailable.
It's on, dude. I don't
Get
know.
it together and shit. You're slipping, Lee.
Let me test it.
Call again, because we're calling it. It's okay.
Sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second. Oh, shit. Okay. Here we go.
You're slipping, cocksucker.
No, I'm not. Let's see. All right.
What are you down there? What?
I'm testing the number.
Well, she's trying to call in right
Both
now.
numbers can call in. That's fine.
You sure? I don't want no drama, Lee. Don't make me fucking...
Oh. Maybe Skype's down. Hold on. Because I just got that too. Let me restart it. Because I have it on. I'll cut this out of the podcast.
The fuck, Lee? You're slipping. This is the shit you gotta be getting up early and testing. You're over here. You're not doing jumping jacks no more. You're not doing front kicks. I had to get you out of the house yesterday, so help me God, I'll fucking put thumbtacks on that fucking couch.
I think we're good now. Yeah, here we are. Here she is.
Vicky P.
Oh, there it is.
What's happening, you sexy fucking savage? Lee was slipping this morning. It's Hanukkah. It's Hanukkah, so he's putting his guard down.
Guys?
You know me, Vicky Pez. How was it last night? You guys did a naughty show?
Oh, my God, it was crazy. This girl came on, and she kept showing everyone her asshole, like, repeatedly.
Oh, my God.
Just another Tuesday. Tuesday at Playboy.
So on Tuesday nights, you guys do the naughty show at Playboy on the radio station.
Yeah, it's PlayboyRadio.com, and we do 2 hours from 9 to 11, and then we cut those 2 hours up into 2 episodes, and those are our podcasts on All Things Comedy.
Oh, well, good for you. Vicky Pezza, producer of the motherfucking naughty show. And every time I saw you, there's always too many people in the room, and we don't get to connect. And I always wanted to ask you how to get on the show, and I finally said, let me get fucking Vicky Pezza. Because I always bump into Sam, but it's tough to bump into you. What's happening, Vicky? I'm sorry. I'm stoned to the gills here with fucking Lee.
Oh, no problem. I'm about to join you. I wanted to make sure, like, I was going to wait and smoke, like, once I was on the show, because I didn't want to pass out.
No. Go ahead.
My window.
Have you slept yet?
No. No, I usually get home Tuesdays like a little after midnight. I'll stop at McDonald's. That's like I eat dinner like then, and then I stay up and I just edit the episode. So like that way they can post like the first one will post by morning and the next one posts Sunday. So yeah, I know going into Tuesday that's going to be my whole day. But I'm into it.
How long have you been How long have you been involved with the Naughty show?
I've been involved for 2 years, and I started, he was a year into it. So I came on, it was still on Death Squad when I came on. And, yeah. So, yeah, it's been 2 years. We're going into season 4, like every year's a season. We do it. So season 4 is in January. Exciting stuff. We're doing the roast soon, too. Like, that's a big one.
Where's the roast at?
The roast is going to be at Sal's Comedy Hole
and that's
on December 18th.
And that's a benefit, correct?
No, it's like our season finale.
Oh, okay.
And we just get everyone together, like Sam will be there, Tebow, Red Band, like people that have been guests throughout the year, and we just light each other up. Just pretty great. I really go after these guys. I have to.
You have to.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
I got to,
You're a fucking Jersey girl, and you probably got brothers, so you've been doing it all your life. You got to be a headhunter in Jersey, or they'll headhunt you.
It's so true. It's so funny because it's like I'm not really as much of a bitch as maybe Sam thinks or demanding. This is just the Jersey way. It's like, I'm just blunt. I couldn't love that guy more, but I am a handful. But so is he. So it works out.
I've known fucking Sam a long goddamn time, man. It's
he's great.
It's really amazing when you do comedy with somebody how time passes. And I was long in the tooth when I moved here. I was like 30-something. These guys were babies. They were fucking babies. My favorite Sam story is Sam gets passed at the Comedy Store, and she puts him in the main room. This is how young Sam was. Sam was on the road with Pablo at the time. And he was crazy. He's jumping up and down. He's doing ecstasy. Right. He's fucking chicks 2 at a time. You know Sam. Sam is crazy now. Think of Sam 15 fucking years ago. 14 years ago.
Oh, my God.
Skinny, real cute Sam. He's up on stage in the main room. 8:45 slot at the Comedy Store. They're tourists. They're white people. They're old Asians, He's up there talking about raves and ecstasy. Nobody's laughing. I'm in the back howling from the dynamic that Sam doesn't know that these people are older than fucking Lincoln. And he's up there talking about raves and ecstasy and drinking water and sucking on lollipops. And that's if anybody comes to me like, what? That is roaster. I don't know if you could even roast them with that. That was it. And then another time I was up in the main room doing something about my Armenian coke dealer. And when I got off the stage, Sam was following me as I'm walking off. He's like, fuck that motherfucker, making fun of Armenians. And I'm like, Sam, what the fuck are you going after me for? But you know what, man? I love Sam. And I'm happy to see him doing things. I'm happy to see him commit to something because you know how I know, Vic, that in this town, people commit to something for 2 weeks. When they don't make money, they just move on.
Right.
They just move on. You don't even hear from them. Next time you see them, they're at fucking Starbucks making a frappuccino. They're telling you how they're a producer now, and you're like, okay, I should have fucking known.
It's totally true, and like I'm the type I really for a long time because I've lived here 6 years. So the first I would say 2 years I was doing production assistant, like working on stuff. I hated it. I'm like, why did I move here? I made a huge mistake. Then I started getting into comedy and podcasts, and there's been a lot of people through the years that I've helped or kind of you pair up with them or you work together, and he has follow through. Honestly, he's someone where it's because it's hard to do work sometimes, especially things like podcasts where you're not making a living off of it.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I don't mind putting my time and energy into something as long as I know that everyone is. That everyone involved is doing it. But Sam, lives and breathes the Naughty Show.
This is what you do. You know, people, we talk
Yeah.
about commitment, and if you want your
Yeah.
life to be met and what you have to commit, this is what you need to do. I was looking at your IMDb, and I noticed that. Now, where'd you go to college at?
I went to Montclair State University.
Oh,
in New
shit.
Jersey.
Oh, shit. And what did you major in? What was your degree there in?
My major was in broadcasting, which was basically television production, and my minor was in film.
So you came out, you worked on a few movies and TV, and what'd you decide? You got to be a fucking donkey.
Well, you know what it is? It's like the whole time I was in school, my whole rationale, because I've always been television obsessed, like entertainment obsessed. Like to me, there was no other option. Like, this is what I want to do. Like, how do I do it? But I always felt like things like, you know, being an actress or being anything in front of the camera, I felt like that's so hard. That's so competitive. You know, I'm not good looking enough. I don't have the training for that. So I figure I'll get my degree in behind the scenes, thinking that would be an easier route. Then you get here, and it's like, it's just as fucking hard. What am I doing? Like that's just as difficult to get stuff, you know, get those kind of jobs. You have to know all kinds of people. And I came out, like, one of my friends already lived here, and he's the one that really got me on a lot of shit when I first came out. But I moved right. Remember when the writers went on strike?
2007.
Like 07?
Yeah, 2007. It was horrible. It was a horrible time in this fucking
That's when I
town.
showed up to town.
Oh.
I was here 2 weeks, and the writers went on strike. And I was like, oh, cool. And they didn't have the SAG Awards that year. Like, there was all kinds of shit going on in town. And I'm like, okay, I hope this was a good move.
And here's the beauty, and I want to stress this for a lot of young people who listen to the podcast, who always send me emails about career choices. So now, you go to school for broadcasting. You put 4 years in. I don't know if your parents lent you the money, if you got a loan, whatever.
My parents paid
You
for
put
it,
all
yeah.
this hard effort into, you pack a fucking car, you get your dog, you come out here, you get into the field you like. Now, in the 4 years of college that you went to, it was a 4 year, 5 year maybe, what'd you do?
Yeah, 4 years.
Did they mention podcasting?
No, not once. I mean, I'm, you know, like I think I lived there maybe like 4 years after college. I'm 32, so
Okay.
I'm a little bit older. So I graduated in 2003.
Okay. But
Now,
nobody
because
mentioned a
I went-
podcast. And here you are, working
Yeah.
on one of the best podcasts on iTunes that's out there. With no,
Oh,
this
thank
is,
you.
and I want people to understand this, because a lot of people
Right.
have questions about, you know, the entertainment industry or about anything. I don't care. Sometimes you might get ready and try to practice a 2-1-2 defense, but when you get there, you got to switch into a 1-3-1 defense. And that's, and I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say to you. You came out here to do one thing, and now you're successful in another. But here's where it gets, you're one of the OGs of podcasting. 10 years from now, you go back to Montclair State and teach a fucking class on podcasting, because you're one of the originals. You have to think about it this way, that we're one of the original people that are up there now. 10 years from now, they're going to have podcasts with explosives, and you can light your asshole on fire, and you can smell it through the fucking microphone, and, you know, a chick could fucking, you know, whatever. By that time, people will be coming to us as executive producers of podcast, not producing. Like, we're running a fucking podcast thing, but they didn't prepare us for this in college. They didn't prepare. I know they didn't even think about, you know, this is called radio 90 years ago. Now it's podcasting with no rules, right? No advertising.
Right.
With no, you don't have to talk this way. Hey, Lee, how are you this morning? You know, can you believe this? Can you fucking believe this, people?
It's pretty unbelievable. Just what I found the most unbelievable was how accessible everything was. Like once I got involved with one show, the first web show I did was in 2010. It was just this company, you know, like these places pop up where they're like studios and they just do a bunch of shows, but nobody really knows what the hell's going on.
Right.
And,
They got money
you know
for
what I mean?
$100,000. Then one day you get there and everything's gone.
Right, that's exactly.
Everything's
it was
gone.
Something like that. But doing that show, one of the guests that we had on was, you know, Greg Barron?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, he came on, and I listened to his show, Walking the Room, which was brand new at the time. Brand new. So he was coming on. I was like, yo, can we get Dave Anthony with him, his partner on the show? So they were guests on the show. So because of that, I ended up making friends with those guys. They built a website. It was walkintheroom.com, and they asked me to, like, because I was always like, yo, anything you need. I love your show. I'll help you do anything. And one day, Greg took me up on it, and he's like, can you write us a glossary? And I worked on that for maybe like a year or two. And that's the thing that Tripoli saw, and he asked me to be a guest on his show, like back when it was in Red Band's house. Back in the very, very beginning. So it's like everything, that's a big thing I would say, like every little thing you do to help someone, that's what ends up helping you.
It really fucking does. It really does. You know, people torture Red Band. People send me emails. You know, Red Band is a fucking great guy.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, and I've been pissed at Red Band where I want to choke him like my wife. But let me tell you something. He's a great guy, and he's helped a lot of people with podcasting. And he'll do anything for you. I mean, I always fucking tell him to pull back. Red Band, you're killing yourself to live. You know, you're not making the money you should be. But he does good with his shirts. He does what he does well. And his stand-up is coming along. And, you know, what you guys did, and then you guys went and did your own thing. And now Sam's got his night. They got their night at the Comedy Store. This is just blowing up into fucking places where you didn't think that this was going to be like this, Vicky P. Now, do you do stand-up, Vicky Pez?
Yes, I do. I just did, last weekend I just did an art show that revolved around female artists drawing dicks. And for some reason, they're like, let's call Vicky Pezza for that. That must be the naughty show.
Thank fucking God. Now, you guys, how much action do you guys do in the naughty show? So you do Playboy Radio every Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do one show at the Comedy Store a month?
It used to be like a live show maybe every month or two at the Comedy Store. We haven't done one in town recently. The next big one that's happening in January, we're going to the AVN in Vegas for the second year now, and we do a naughty show there. It's really fucking cool. I think Red Band's coming, too.
Yeah, I seen he booked his room. He booked his room. He likes all that. You know, I don't know anything about porn, Vicky Pez.
You know what's funny, Joey? Neither do I. I don't know anything. It you know, obviously I'm not opposed to it. You know, that's fine. But I never know who anyone is. I don't even watch it still. I mean, I don't make it a point not to, like, you know, but I mean very rarely compared to anyone else. And the amount of these stars that I'm around, it's almost like I don't appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like, to me, everyone's just, they're all really cool. But they're all, like, the majority of the ones that come on the show are really fucking down to earth, and they're super cool to me, and they love Tripoli. And, you know, I don't know if I could see them getting gangbanged.
The only one, you know,
handle it.
It's like us. You meet somebody, they're a nice person, but their job is stand-up. Their job is to fuck on camera. It's just their job. You know, there's some people, you ever go to a dinner and you see a girl who's a stripper? You just see it. As soon as she gets up, the outfit and the hand movement and the wiggling through the fucking restaurant like a seal, you know, and you know, that kind of attitude. And then there's chicks that you don't even know. They're such professionals, you think they're models. And they'll fucking lie to you the whole time. Yeah, I'm a model, I did this. Meanwhile, you know, it's just a job for them. Some girls are fucking hookers on leash. They suck so much dick, they go, fuck it. I might as well go on camera and live the lifestyle. I'll walk around with fucking sperm dripping from my lips. But no, there's some women, and those are the ones that Red Band, and I don't know them. When I meet them, sometimes I'll go home, and if I remember their name, I'll look up a tape and then feel bad about myself for looking at, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a fucking disgusto. Like, I know, like, people who have done porn and now they quit, and I'll bump into them and somebody introduce me, and I can't look at them naked. It's like I cheated on them. Like Felicia, for example. I did that podcast for Felicia, and I've known her for years. I've never looked at a Playboy spread. I don't want to look at a pussy. I know it too
Right.
good. It would ruin everything if I looked at a and if I looked at a pussy and it was ugly, it would really fuck my world up. Because in my mind, she's my friend. She's got a pretty pussy. I don't have fucking friends with ugly fucking snatches. All the girls that I run with, all of them probably have beautiful pussies. In my mind, in my heart, I want them to have a beautiful fucking pussy. Once in a while, you look at a pussy.
I can vouch for mine.
Yeah.
I can vouch for mine.
Once in a while, you look at a pussy and it's just fucking atrocious. It's got fat over the top and it's just big. It's spread out. Not that it's loose. It's just too big. It's too much property. I like when it's fucking compact, like a fucking Previa pussy. I like a little Previa pussy. I like it to be packed and shit.
It's so funny. I mean, some chicks come on, and we used to have a video component. We don't anymore. So now, mostly, if these chicks are getting naked, it's almost just for me. You know what I mean? Like it's almost just for the people in the room. But that doesn't even bother me, really. But I'm not going to go home and seek it out. The first guest we had where I started working on the show and I started doing research was Jenna Rose. She was Penthouse Pet of the Year at that time when she was a guest. And I looked her up to, get some notes on her. And it's like, what are you going to do, man? I watched her fucking in a few different scenes because there it was on the website. And then I had to sit across from her and, be cool. It's hard. It's difficult for me to do that.
Now, this
so
chick
I just kind of avoid it.
This chick
And
that
then
came
whoever
in
they
last
are,
night.
when I meet them, their personality, that's who they are to me.
No, it really is. Now, this chick that came in last night, she was showing you her asshole like most people show you their kids' pictures, huh?
I'm talking immediately. I am talking immediately. Sam is obsessed with buttholes lately, as he calls it. It's a butthole revolution. So now it's become his thing, can I get women to show me their asshole?
Oh, that's a great thing.
And man, oh man, did this girl whip it out.
That's one thing I've never seen, an ugly asshole. When a woman shows your asshole, it's fucking perfect. It's science.
This was perfect.
Even if they got a big ass with celluloid around it, that asshole's fucking beautiful. Vicky Pezza, we're throwing some heat this fucking morning. It's a beautiful Wednesday to be alive, Vicky Pezza. Now, you go to bed now at what time? After we get off the phone?
After we get off the phone, I'll probably hop back online, finish up everything for the first episode that's going to come out, post that, tweet it out, post it to the website, go to bed. Oh, I got to drop off dry cleaning for my husband. We have a Christmas party this weekend, but then I'll go to bed.
Now, Vicky Pez, you go back to Jersey a lot? You miss New Jersey?
I miss New Jersey. I went back this summer for the first time in 3 years, which was an insanely long amount of time for me to be away. And it was crazy because the hurricane, my parents live in Ortley Beach. My husband's family lives in Toms River.
Damn, Mr. Breakfast.
Yeah. It's
Ask your husband about Mr. Breakfast right there.
Mr. Breakfast, I totally know. Oh my God, that's right near where my parents live.
40 fucking years, 50 years that place has been open for breakfast down the shore.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I moved down the shore after I graduated from college. So, I lived down there a few years. I used to go there every summer, though. We had a summer house. I was always in Seaside. I worked all over the boardwalk. So we got to go home. I don't know, did you hear about the Seaside Park, the fire a few months ago?
I was there. Jews in full fucking action. You know those Jersey Jews down the shore? They don't fuck around. They need their action. They always get their cut. You can do whatever you want to do. They just sit there and giggle and nod their fucking heads. It's pretty funny that, we talked about being from Jersey and, I realized last night you're from Belleville and I've been to Belleville a couple of times. Are you proud of being from Jersey, Vicky Pez?
I'm absolutely proud of it. And it's funny because it seems like I bring it up constantly now that I live here. I'm constantly name-dropping Jersey.
I fucking love where I'm from. I'm happy I'm fucking from there. I wake up some mornings and I tell you, I could taste the Taylor ham and egg.
Oh,
egg
God,
in my
know.
fucking mouth, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, with a Daily News and a Yoo-hoo, and oh my God, I can't even fucking explain to you. You can't even.
I know, I love it, and you know what? It's I'm so glad that I grew up and I'm from North Jersey too.
Oh, I like all the Jersey.
Time.
I like all the fucking Jersey. I've had some, down the shore. I laughed my fucking ass off. I went through one of the toughest periods of my life in New Jersey, and one thing that didn't help me fucking jumping off that bridge was the times, the fucking laughter that I had, especially down the Jersey Shore. That was from 14 to, I remember I was swimming in the fucking ocean one time in Seaside and I found a $100 bill. And I took $13, it was $13 then to take the bus from Seaside Heights to New York City. And I went home and got a bag of pot and took the bus right back down there and stayed another fucking 3 days. You don't know how many times I robbed the place and went down to Jersey Shore and just spent the weekend and cut up the loot down there and snorted some fucking coke and drank some Harvey's Bristol Cream, you know. And you go everywhere. First you start in first you go to what's the Black Shore, not by Asbury Park there. What's the beach by Asbury Park? Where
Long Branch.
One of those that belongs to the brothers. First you go there first as a kid and you go, there's too many black people here. Then from there,
Kingsburg.
Kingsburg! First you go to Kingsburg and you're like, oh, no. I like black people, but there's one or two too many here. And they're all hiding under the tree. They don't want no sun. This is fucked up.
Kingsburg is seriously like
fuck. Oh, that's Africa in fucking New Jersey, right? That's fucked up. First of all, let me tell you how old your Uncle Joey is, Vicky Pez. I used to go to Palisades Amusement Park when I came from Cuba. I still remember my father and me, my mother and me going to Palisades Amusement Park. It was in North Jersey by Fort Lee, and they would have ice cream cones, and it was a beach that was really a pool with waves. And you jumped in when the waves chased you. So that's the first place. Then you go to Kingsburg. Then when you're like 14, you talk your mom into going down there for the weekend by yourself to Seaside. Now, my sophomore summer, let me tell you how strong I was. Me, John Bender, and Glenn Stinky Conti rented a house, and we all went down there. We brought cold cuts from Hoboken. We got fucked up. We drank every night. I even got my first taste of Jersey pussy that weekend. I pumped 3 times and I came, but I got it. You know what I'm saying? That's all that mattered.
Right.
And then you graduate. You go to Belmar and Manasquan, and you just keep going up the ladder, you know?
Yeah. I totally know exactly what you mean. Like, I mean, I lingered in Seaside the longest. Still to this day, when I go home, like, every night I was home, I was, like, hanging out in Seaside. I bartended. I don't know if you know Seaside that well, but there's a bar, Riggers. It's like this really rough dive bar. Like, there's all these clubs and shit, but, like, I picked, like, this rinky-dink bar, you know, to work at. I made great fucking money there. That was the money I used to you know, help move here.
Oh, in the summers, let me tell you something. My family used to live in Seaside Park. On the corner, right by the beach, there was a hot dog stand. They had Sabret hot dogs with spicy chili. It was to fucking die for. I would take the plane from here and go back and eat 15 fucking hot dogs in the summer. On the corner was that bar that the special was the lemon drops for 50 cents or something like that. That's where they lived. They lived across. This is 15 years ago. That's the last thing I remember about Seaside or Seaside Park. But I used to eat Quaaludes down there. I almost died on the water slide, Vicky Pezza.
Oh, and Waterworks, that crazy huge one?
Vicky Pez, Vicky Pez is how crazy me and my dogs were. We'd drop or hit a window pane acid at 6 o'clock, and the plan was disperse and meet at the water slides at midnight. That's when they used to stay open till 3 or 4.
Oh, my God.
In the 80s, that thing stayed open late. I don't know what time in the Jersey, in the summers, that shit, it's hot out, it's humid. That thing stays open till 2. We'd meet there at fucking midnight when the window pane was in your fucking world. And we'd rent the scuba suits so you'd fly down faster. Instead of getting the pad, you could either rent a pad or a scuba suit, which would add 30 miles an hour to your fucking speed.
Oh, my God.
And Vicky Pez, I popped my head up to see where I was, and there was a bridge. I missed the bridge by a fucking inch with my fucking head. Right now, I would have had a flat head like Frankenstein. Nobody would have hired me unless they wanted to play the drum. That's a true fucking story. I OD'd down there. Not hospital OD'd. I just slept for 3 days. On Quaaludes down there in a fucking closet in Belmar. You know who saved me? The Burger King in Belmar had sweetened iced tea in the summers. No other Burger King. They only do that at selected Burger Kings. And that Burger King in Manasquan or Belmar, they used to have Montego Bay, Vicky Pezza. They would give you an Alabama Slammer and a Kamikaze put together. So all you had to do was eat a Quaalude and get 3 of those things at $1 a piece. You blacked out, guaranteed. You woke up eating black pussy or sucking black dick But you can blame it on the Red Devil. Oh, Vicky Pezza.
Such good times down there, man.
You know, and it's funny because if you look at people who are from New Jersey, Wikipedia, your head will explode. Somebody told me once, they go, did you ever look at that list? Look at that list. There are so many people from Zach, whatever. There are so many people from fucking New Jersey. And when you see them, you're like, oh, he doesn't have an accent or whatever, but I understand his pain. You know, he grew up there, or he grew up there, or he grew up in Pennsauken, or he grew up, you know. They all have this little, you know, Camden is one of the roughest spots in the fucking world. Camden, New Jersey, to me, is one of the roughest spots in the fucking world. East Orange, back in the day, the home of Whitney Houston. They would stab you. They flipped our fucking bus over. Christmas tournament. Who flips a fucking bus over freshman year? East Orange ghosts do.
Right. It's crazy. And where I lived too, like I lived in it was called Silver Lake, like in Belleville. So like if you walked 5 blocks in one direction, you'd be in Bloomfield. And if you walked 5 blocks the other direction, you'd be in Newark. So it was pretty crazy, like where I lived.
Belleville is theoretically where the Sopranos were supposed to be from.
Yes, that's where Uncle Junior lives in the show. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he lives, Belleville. If you really watch the Sopranos, that's where they're from. And they're in between Newark, and where he got shot was Bloomfield.
Right.
When I was a kid, one of the best basketball players I ever seen was from Bloomfield. His name was Kelly Tripucka. His father played for the Denver Broncos. I just wanted to tell you that, Vicky.
Don't know him, but he sounds like a good guy.
And Newark is where you get a $7 bag of heroin. That was the heroin that I stopped snorting coke on. So there's always, I always have a lot of love for, you know, this week, it's really hard to describe to people how the people in New Jersey when I was growing up, I mean, I grew up in Jersey in the 70s where it was, you know, it's what the Arabs are today. How people walk suspicious of the Arabs. That's how people walked around me in the late 60s and the 70s. In New Jersey, I was a spick. There was no way you could cut it. He's a fucking spick, but he's okay. You had to earn your fucking goods. You had to smack an Irishman to get even to talk to. And I had to earn everything I got. And when my mother died, those people took me in. They took care of me, you know. So everything I do is with them in the back of my mind. And I'm going to this premiere Monday night for this movie I did. And I'm taking my 7th grade teacher.
Oh, that's so great. Oh, yeah, the guy that called in, right?
Yeah, John Burrell.
And he was in the movie. I saw your documentary.
Yeah,
too.
thank you. No, he, you know, those guys, they've always been in the back of my mind, everything I do. I think about, I'm such a loser. You know, I always talk about the life and, you know, look forward, but it's what motivates me every morning, Vic. When I get up in the mornings, I have pictures of my friends on the wall from Jersey, and I have a couple pictures of dead ones. And I look at both of them, and I look at the ones that are here and what they've done for me, and the ones that are dead and what they've done for me. Like, they're not here no more. They're not here, Vicky Pez. So I got to do something that they, you know, weren't able to do. I got to do, that's my thinking. So my roots are in fucking Jersey. I'm a fucking Jersey savage, and I love it. I love it.
I do too, but I don't miss like the winters. I don't.
Oh.
I mean, I'm seeing pictures of the snow, and I'm like, those are great pictures. I'm glad I'm not driving it. It's a pain in the ass.
And the traffic got bad, and you can't be around the Meadowlands. You know, there's things I miss about it, and there's things that I like. Fuck you. I don't like. I'm excited to be going this weekend because I get to eat Chinese food. Do you miss the food, Vicky Pez? What do you miss from Jersey?
Oh my God, I might miss the food the most. I mean, the people I miss the most, but the food is a close second. White Castle. You know what? Dude, Friendlies. Like, I never even was a huge fan of Friendlies when I lived there. It was all right. Ever since we moved here, like, I'll crave Friendlies, and I'm like, how do they not have a fucking Friendlies here? They don't even have Dunkin' Donuts here.
Well, they do have Dunkin' Donuts, but it tastes like that. Dunkin' Donuts is done now, by the way. They went corporate. It's like Entenmann's. When I was a kid in Jersey, you go to Entenmann's place and you get those chocolate things with the coconut. The chocolate would drip all over your face. Eat that shit now. Nothing happens. And they took the fat out. So who gives a fuck? You don't want to spread cancer? Go fuck your mother. The fuck? You don't want to give me cancer in a donut? Go fuck yourself and shit. It's funny. We were driving from New York to Jersey to the stadium, and that's where I learned how to ride my motorcycle. And I was in the car with Ari and Rogan, and there was this puddle Like there was like a little New Jersey river, you know, those man-made where people have dumped so much shit they just become a river, and it had this green still coating on top. And Joe Rogan, his methodical mind, goes, "What's that?" And I go, "Cancer." And he thought about it and goes, "You're probably fucking right." That's the other thing about Jersey. Like people talk about all this shit, chemtrails and gluten-free and all this shit. I always, for 1 minute, I listen to that bullshit, and then I go, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I swam in fucking the Hudson River as a kid. I fucking swam down the shore when they had the syringes in the water. I'm bulletproof. Remember that shit when they'd have syringes on the beach, you pick them up and you put it to your ear, you can hear the ocean and shit like a seashell. Fucking tremendous. Nobody remembers that shit 15 years ago when the mob and the fucking corporate place had dumped all the syringes in the Jersey Barnegat Bay there, and all those crabs were coming out with mustaches. And fucking,
I was just gonna say, like, I've crabbed in the Barnegat Bay, and
there you go.
That. So I love how here all the fucking signs they have up all over California. Anywhere you go to eat, do anything, it's like a sign. Like there's stuff here that may give you cancer, and it's like, yeah. Isn't that just kind of assumed? Like, why are you telling us? Like, we figured that.
It's amazing.
Everything's
I ate shit in Jersey that I should be dead, but it built my immune system. Like the hot dogs off a route, whatever. Like I used to eat at this place called, what the fuck was it? Something Chili's. They used to have a gas station I robbed like 3 times next to it. So this place, the chili was brown. The chili was made with like blood. Like they ran out of gravy and they just kill a dog and mix it with blood. And I used to eat it and say, "Why is this chili so?" It used to be mixed with like vampire blood. So I know I can't catch the HIV today. There's no way I could get HIV, because if I was going to get it, the name of the place was Snappy Nappies. And their mottos was "Make your tummy happy. Go to Snappy Nappy."
Did you ever go to Ruff's Hut?
Where's that at?
I forget. I want to say Rutherford, but that might be wrong. But it was the hot dogs, but they like did something to them, like fried them or did something where like the hot dogs would just fucking explode. Like it was just a fucking heart attack in a bun.
I know which one. You know, there's a couple. There was a place off of Route 46 or something called Hank's Frank's. You buy 8 hot dogs, they give you 1 for free. But fucking, they put potatoes on them. This place this is 20 fucking years ago. They had all the different shit you could put on them. Potatoes, jalapenos. I would go there and actually eat 9 hot dogs. And get a knish, and get a Jersey knish, because those Jews in Jersey, they'll fuck a knish up, Jack. Right. I don't even know how I gave up knishes. I ate so many fucking knishes. I used to go in those Jew bodegas and get a fucking knish, and they would look at me with a fucking quarter-pounder whitefish, with the gravy, with the white sauce on it. Listen, nothing could get your dick hard. That's why those Hasidic Jews with the helmets, they're always fucking those guys, because they eat that whitefish with the gravy on it. That shit'll kill you. That shit'll fucking kill you. Vicky Pez, I love you, man. What do you got coming up? You're always family here. Let's see if we could get you and Fucko on here one Wednesday, and we could fuck around and smoke some dope in the afternoon. I could give you a hug. I'm really happy you called in today.
That would be great.
You made my day. You were supposed to be on last Wednesday, but we got confused on the date. But I'm happy you were able to call this morning, Vicky Pez.
Oh, no problem. Hey, seriously, Joey, it's an honor, and I've been seeing your trailer on TV. Movie looks great. I'm so happy, man. Everything that's going on for you, it's awesome, and I'm thrilled that you wanted me to fucking come on your podcast.
Yeah. You know I love you, Vicky Pez, and it's weird. Whenever we see each other, it's not a social setting. You're working and I'm working.
It's always working.
It's always working.
Somebody's always working, yeah.
So you can't pull a chair up to somebody, because right away you want to fuck that person. You really can't pull up a chair and go, "Hey, what's up, Vicky Pez? Tell me something good. You know, you're from Jersey."
Right.
We did today. This was just we should have done this at Starbucks or something. We could have done this at Marie E.T. Just got coffee and talked about Jersey. But fuck you, motherfuckers. It's our day today. If you're in Jersey, we love you, cocksuckers. Who do you run with, Bon Jovi? Who do you run with, Bon Jovi or Springsteen? I was going to play 10th Avenue Freeze Out for you, but I didn't want to offend nobody.
Oh, no, that would be absolutely great. I've seen Bon Jovi twice. I never saw Springsteen, but the Belleville High School marching band that I was a color guard for did perform Springsteen songs. So it's apropos.
There you go. In fact, find 10th Avenue Freeze Out. That's what we're closing the show with today. I love you, Vicky Pez. Happy holidays to you and your family, Mama, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye. There you go, cocksuckers. Some Jersey love in the fucking house for you. Let me give some shout outs here. Rachel Fitzgerald down in H-Town. I love you, cocksucker. You're beautiful. Thank you for reminding me on the Uruguay thing. Bobby Passmore, happy birthday, your wife. Robbie Johnston, Jacob Sanchez, Mayes, Brian O'Shea, you're a bad motherfucker. Lister Thomas, always in my heart. I see what you're doing, motherfucker. Death Squad community everywhere. Who's better than you? Without you and these fucking people, I'd have Ugats. Sean Hackle and Jason SCHEXNOILDER. Listen, you gotta get a fucking nickname. Nobody needs a nickname more than you, cocksucker. But thank you for listening. What the fuck are you giggling about?
That was my favorite phone call
we've
great. Ever had.
Oh, it was great.
First, you talked about the pussy with too much real estate, and that killed me. I don't fucking remember what the other
That didn't
two
kill
were.
you. It was the edible that killed you. Relax. All right, put your head down for 5 minutes. And it's night time.
You fucker.
That's you know why you're fucked up also?
Why?
Because you don't do the fucking alpha brain. That's why. I popped 2 alpha brains this morning in that fucking milkshake. Let me tell you something. I do the alpha brains in 60-day cycles. And I needed this cycle because I had a lot of shit going on. I have to be fresh. Listen, for the holidays, do yourself a favor. I'm not going to fucking tell you again. Go to honor.com. Go to joeydiaz.net. Get the 2014 schedule I'm posting next week. The fucking You Can't Eat Pussy with Asthma tour. While you're there checking the dates, do yourself a fucking favor. Go over to honor.com and get some Christmas presents. Press on it. Press what in the box?
Church.
CHURCH. It's that fucking easy. Get 10% off plus whatever else they're giving over there. Maybe they'll give you some on it fucking sperm and you can fucking become a man and get muscles and nobody ever kicks sand in your fucking face. They got kettlebells. They got all this stuff. The 10% I'm giving you don't apply for the kettlebells. It applies for the minerals. Whether you get the fucking Shroom Tech Sport, whether you get the New Mood, whether you get the Stevia, whether you get the fucking acai vanilla milkshake, which I drank this morning, that first fart. That was acai. I mixed a little glucose in there for the fucking amino acid. I'm on fire. Anyway, go to honor.net. And go to joeydiaz.net and press on the honor clink, all right? Same thing, listen. After next week, Dollar Shave Club is fucking gone. Not that they want to end the campaign, but that don't mean you can't fucking still get to them. They were very good to us. I shaved this morning, and I can't believe what a good product it is, and I'll stand behind it to the end, whether they're working with us or not. Go to Dollar Shave Club. They got a $1 plan, a $6 plan, or a $9 plan. You can't go wrong. You don't want to be to the fucking store once a month, sitting around with fucking immigrants online. They're stinking like onions and hummus, and you're going to try to fucking get your razor blades. Why go through that drama? Do what everybody else is doing. Go to fucking Dollar Shave Club. Get the $6 package if that's your budget. I don't give a fuck. Get the $1 package. I just want you to have the quality and to get this. You don't make that much money. You need the most fucking bang for your buck. Go to Dollar Shave Club, all right, and cut the fucking shit. What are you giggling about, cocksucker? Also, the Amazon link is on there. On joeydiaz.net. You want to buy something for somebody, you got the speed delivery, they got Amazon, whatever, premium
Prime,
now.
that's the best thing.
Tremendous. You got Sunday fucking delivery. Just click on the fucking Amazon link and spend some Gitas through there. Help us out. This is what Lee's going to take his girlfriend to Boston. He's going to, speak Yiddish to her and eat her asshole. You know how we fucking do it. What's up, Lee? You bad motherfucker.
Maybe you miss Knishes.
You miss Knishes are delicious.
Oh, yeah. Put a little mustard on it.
Oh, fuck, they're fucking delicious. I love it. I love Knishes when you burn them a little bit, too. I like them a little burnt.
Okay.
And then you cool them down. Then you put the mustard on them, the spicy
Why
mustard.
do you cool it down?
Yeah, you can't fucking eat it hot.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
I thought you meant like in the fridge.
No.
That fucking Black Beach. I forgot.
Oh, Kingsbury?
Oh, my God.
Forget about it. You get there, you're like, what did I go wrong? Well, I like black people. This is enough. What is it, the Million Man March? What the fuck? Go to a different beach. Disperse. And then they don't go on the beach. They hide under the tree. What'd you go to the fucking beach for? I can't even park now because I can't see the fucking beach because everybody's under a fucking tree. You don't want to get a suntan. The fuck is going on? I love black people. I don't want people to get offended. I'm just saying that's how it works out in your life. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't want to go to the beach, go to Hulu Plus. I don't give a fuck. Go to Hulu Plus. Right now, you get 2 free weeks. They're working with us constantly. I love Hulu Plus. I told them. I begged them for Hulu Plus because I'm getting such great emails about it. Go to Hulu Plus. Introductory offer. 2 weeks for free. On us, gratis, and it's $7.99 a month. That's what, $96 a year?
Yeah.
You can't fucking lose for television. And you don't just have to sit at home like a fucking mummy and watch it on the TV. You could do it on your car, in the iPad, on your iPhone. You could watch it on some chick's asshole who comes into the studio. Knock yourself out. I'm just here trying to drop some fucking knowledge on you on a beautiful Wednesday. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Where's my man Leon? There he is. That's right. Lee Sayat is high as fuck. Nicholas Thomas Ward's in the house. We got people out there. What else, Lee? What are you doing this weekend?
This weekend, nothing. I'm seeing Paula Friday night, but then she has to go. She's in the middle of law school finals. So, oh Jesus. So I'm not doing nothing this weekend.
Tremendous.
You're farting up a storm.
Just 2 little farts. You know?
No, that was.
That's two. And I had a banana last night before I went to bed. It's been good. It's been a good 2 days. Like, remember what I told you? Listen, I'm really fucking sorry. I can't do a podcast on Monday because I will be in New York, but I am going to make a Mad Flavors World to redeem myself. We will be doing a podcast Wednesday and that Friday at 6 a.m. to rock your motherfucking world. Maybe not. Maybe we'll do a podcast at lunchtime next week and have an in-guest studio. How's that?
I
What are you fucking getting?
In-guest studio.
Whatever the fuck you call it. I want to give a shout out, seriously, to my main man, D'Agostino. I'm very proud of him.
Yeah, that was great last night.
I'm proud of him that he got on the show. A lot of people live here for 20 years and can't get. And you
2
know what?
years in a row.
2 years in a row on Nouveau TV. His show came out last night. I'm really proud of that kid. He's a 25-year-old kid like Lee, and I didn't listen to the podcast, but I know you put it out on iTunes. Congratulations.
Yeah, just got out. Find You Radio. It's
I
up.
got 3 fucking emails. So
Really?
people like, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Some guy said you got to smack you. But it's good, Lee, because listen, Lee, the church is a good podcast. But it's not you. There's things in this podcast that we don't discuss that maybe you want to discuss political. I know you're doing a twist with the phone calls, so I'm very happy that you're letting your artistic side. Again,
Thank you, man.
You went to school to Emerson College to do what?
Editing.
Did you talk about podcasting on there?
Never.
And
They
you
don't
just
have-
graduated. Did they even mention podcasting?
No.
These professors, that's why that guy in 60 Minutes made a great point. He said, you know what? When you get a college education at the University of Toronto and the University of Harvard, what's the difference? Is it really $60,000 difference? $6,000 to the University of Toronto. Before you plan your education, guys, they don't know more than they don't know more about the future than you know, but you got to do something. You got to go to school. But this is really interesting that you just graduated college. They never mentioned podcasting. No. There wasn't like an intro to podcasting classes.
They're still teaching radio.
You see what I'm saying? So you became into this by just a hunch.
Yeah.
So this is what happens, guys.
It was the same way. I mean,
this is
we
what
started
fucking
with Mad
happens.
Flavors
Guys.
World.
This is what happens, guys. So you might be sitting there because I get emails every week. People don't know where the fuck to start. At least get up off your fucking ass. You can't watch that fucking television and you can't play fucking video games. I hate those fucking video games, man. I don't hate them because I don't like to be entertained because I'm too uptight because I know what they do to people. It's just a sidetrack. It's no different than fucking snorting coke. But this motherfucker went to school for something. He came out here and he didn't like what he's doing. And look at him now. He's one of the best producers in the fucking game. He's funny. He eats fucking edibles. He has everything ready. He's got your podcast ready for you. So please, learn fucking one thing. It's not the fucking path you chose. You don't know where you're going to end up, but you're not going to end up there if you don't do something. If you don't get up off your fucking pussy, you miserable cocksucker.
Goddamn right.
That's right, motherfucker. You got 10th Avenue Freeze Out ready for you, Uncle
Oh,
Joe?
I forgot the name of the song.
10th Avenue Freeze
Yeah.
Out by Bruce Springsteen. It's my favorite fucking Springsteen song, even though I hate the guy. Okay? I hate Tom Waits. I don't have no favorite songs of that cocksucker. Bruce Springsteen, I got a couple favorite songs.
Let's see if this works. So yeah, if you guys want to watch, Agostino and I do it Thursdays around noon Pacific.
What are you doing? Promoting your podcast?
Yeah.
No. Do it on your own. I'm just teasing you.
You mother! I'm so don't. Oh Jesus! So yeah, we do it at 12. We do it on UStream. Take calls. Email us at flyingjuradio@gmail.com.
And let me tell you something. So this Friday and Saturday, I'm at Zany's. It's only one show only, 9:30. James Gregory's doing the first show both nights. He might go a little late. I come in at fucking 10 o'clock and play cleanup. I don't want no drama, people. Get your tickets today. I don't want no drama. Joe, I got no tickets. I don't want to hear no fucking bullshit. I love you, Nashville. You always come out and support. But last time, I don't know what I'm going to do. You don't know what you're going to do. Kill you. I don't know. What are you bothering me for? Friday and Saturday, Zany's Nashville. Boom, 9:30, just like that. Don't forget the CD release party / New Year's Eve party at John Lovett's Comedy Club. 30 fucking bucks. You're out of there by 10:15 if you need to fucking go, okay? If you want to go home and give the wife a stabbing and rub fucking suntan lotion on her asshole and get a fart to the face, that's the night you want to do it. I'll get you out of there early. We'll get a fucking CD at you. You'll hang out. You'll smoke some dope. You get dinner up at John Lovett's, and then you're on your way home, all right? You know I love you people. Don't drink and drive on New Year's. They're looking for you. Keep it light. We'll fucking get you home, whatever. Don't forget the 25th, we're all going to a movie. Just like that. Some people do dinner. Oh my God, dinner in a movie. Now, fuck you. This is reefer in a fucking movie with your main man live coming at you right there with you all fucking night at the movie theater. I might have to get up when my parts come on because I don't like looking at it with other people. But I'll be outside smoking dope waiting on you savages. I promise you, you'll have a location. Leo start looking around to see who's going to have the movie so we could all go up to the 8 o'clock showing or the 7 o'clock showing. I know some of you will be with family, but for the people who live in the fucking area that you don't have a family, or you do have a family, you get sick of them by 4 o'clock.
Bring the family.
Bring the fucking family.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time. It's PG-13, the movie, so you can't get offended, and we'll have a good time. And you're like, Joey, what the fuck? You selling tickets? You know what? I ain't selling shit. I'm just saying, when the fuck in your lifetime did you be able to go with somebody who's in a stupid fucking movie to go sit there with us? Because we're not celebrating the movie. We're celebrating the fucking journey. I didn't know nothing about movies. I didn't. Never mind the movie with fucking De Niro. Never mind the fucking trailer. So we're all in on this together. We all started this fucking thing together 3 fucking years ago, cocksuckers. So now we're in on this as a family. So this is a fucking group effort. So however you want to look at it, I'll be there. I'll be walking around New York City Monday. If you see me, say hello. If you got reefer, come on over. If you say the magic word church in my ear, a Chibo chew might fall out of my fucking leg onto the floor. So look around. A little angel might drop. What's up, Lee? How high are you?
I'm pretty fucking high.
You can't go to bed. You got to leave.
No, I got to go to bed.
No. You got to go for a walk now.
Oh, no.
You got we're going out together. So as soon as we get up here, you're going to put your sneakers on. You're going to walk downstairs.
But the cool thing about the CD, just because people sometimes are like, oh, I don't want to do iTunes for whatever reason. We're going to have it in other places.
We're going to have a payload.
But the cool thing about the iTunes one is it comes with a bonus Testicle Testament. We were selling those. We did those at the Ice House before we did the live podcast. So if... For the best thing, we have an extra 2-hour-long Testicle Testament coming with the CD.
On iTunes. Then in February, the fucking album comes out and you'll love that.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to get a record player.
I'm happy that you people are part of this, man. I'm happy that you people are part of this fucking movement. What's the movement we're part of? People got to suck our dick. It's that time. You know what? We're all fucking underdogs. All of us that listen to this have that same connection. We all know what it's feel to be a fucking... We're minus 13. We're North Carolina State and 13 with Jim Valvano. You understand me? But fuck these motherfuckers. It's time for us to pay us and shit. Let's do a little 10th Avenue Freeze. I want to thank Onnit. I want to thank fucking Hulu Plus. And I want to thank my main man bitches over at Dollar Shave Club for giving us a great experience and for helping you people out. All right, stay black. Have a great day and a better weekend. See you next Wednesday.
Now that the show's over, don't forget
It's never over. It's just over till next week.
It's not over. It's goodbye. All right, see you next time. Don't forget to sign up for your free trial of Hulu Plus. Hulu Plus lets you binge on thousands of hit shows anytime, anywhere on your TV, PC, smartphone, or tablet. Support this podcast and get an extended free trial of Hulu Plus when you go to huluplus.com/Joey or go to joeydiaz.net and click on the Hulu Plus banner. And don't forget to sign up for dollarshaveclub.com. You get high-quality razors sent to your door every month for a fraction of what you pay at retail. Go to dollarshaveclub.com/church or just go to joeydiaz.net and click on the Dollar Shave Club banner.
It's a fucking jam. Oh shit, Lee. Oh shit. Where's the tambourine? Oh shit. Oh shit. There's a bad motherfucker right here. What?